Okay, I started this off with the intention of making it another Primo Farm video, but it did not turn out that way, as you guys saw from the title. And I was gonna do a Primo Farm, and then I was gonna go explore, and I ended up seeing that one icon that's in Nod Krai. You guys are gonna see in a second on my map, but I ended up seeing that, and that's how I get started on the lighthouse quest. My goal was to get Farina because I really wanted her. I mentioned that in the last video. This is the icon I was talking about, the blue moon that says available. I saw that out of curiosity, and let me restart. I saw that, and I went to it out of curiosity. So that kind of foiled my plans for exploring and primo farming. But I'm still gonna try and collect a bunch of primo gems after this, so that I can try and get her weapon. I never usually get the character's weapon because the character is usually top priority, since I most definitely never have enough. And even when I do, I usually get the character towards the end-ish, so I don't even have time to try and get the weapon. But this time I will try and get the weapon. I wasn't gonna stay for this quest. It wasn't until Paimon mentioned Flin's, like she does right here, right now, that I was like, okay, I might as well stay. I mean, if Flin's is gonna be here, I might as well stay, because I really like him. Do you guys like Flin's? I mean, I know everyone has different opinions on almost every character, but I'm curious about what the majority thinks. Oh my gosh, here he is. I like the gradient. I saw that a whole lot of people are saying that he looks like an upgraded version of D-Luke, and I find that so funny. I personally don't really see the resemblance. I saw that people think his hair and his outfit and the way his face is structured looks just like D-Luke's. I'm struggling to see it, but I feel like someone would have to point out specific things to me. But I still find all the memes really funny. Okay, so I started the lighthouse quest. We had to go get some fuel for the lighthouse because I think Paimon was scared of the dark or something. I can't recall. But she's been freaking out a whole lot. Here with this guy, oh my gosh. Paimon could not, like, he was talking to himself, but it kind of matched the situation we were in. And Paimon just could not get the hint that he was not talking to us. I mean, he was looking at us and facing us, but he was saying things that was like, okay, he's definitely repeating words that were said in the past. But Paimon's responding as if he's talking in the present. And it was this one scene, I think you guys are gonna see it in later in the video, but there was this one scene where he's talking about like the wild hunt, and Paimon is like, what? Where? I didn't even see them. Or like, wild hunt, they're here, I didn't see them. Something like that. And I was just like, Paimon, he's not talking about the present. He's not talking about right now. And he's not talking to us. So, yeah, that made me laugh. Okay, so I think we had to work the lighthouse now. And I was so excited to kind of maneuver it myself, but I didn't really get to do that. I was debating whether or not I should pick up this Lunoculus, but I did end up doing so, and I marked it on the map so I wouldn't forget. That's one of the reasons why sometimes I ignore things on the map, because like sometimes I decide I want to do a video with it, and other times I'm like, I don't feel like pulling up the map right now, and I want to mark the stuff on the map. Anyways, all the ghosts kind of gathered here after I turned on the lighthouse. And, you know, Paimon is pretty scared, so she's like, oh my gosh, all these ghosts, what's happening? And they start saying things like this right here. It was so detailed. It was as if they were reading out from a story or something, but it was detailed in a way that I didn't expect Genshin to get. I thought Genshin censored certain stuff, and there was this one specific line about bones, like something about bones piercing through their, like breaking from their spine and piercing through their skin, or something about bones, and I was so surprised. This handbook thing, I took a picture of it with my phone just in case I would need it, because usually I kind of just skip past instructions, but this time I wanted to follow along. but that wasn't actually necessary. It was pretty simple. I just had to click which distress signal. Oops, sorry. I had to click which signal, and it ended up being the distress one. And the lighthouse blinked on all on its own. I wonder how they would have done it though if we had to do it manually. I can see them like putting buttons like these, and we'd have to choose long, short, or something like that. I love the way this area looks. It's so Flin's. And when he was talking to us, I was wondering, like, he speaks as if he's part of this entire group, but he also spoke as if he lives on that entire island all by himself with nothing but ghosts. So I'm a little bit confused on his story and how things work with him, but I still really, really like him. Oh, here he is talking to his ghost friends, his ghost neighbors. I think he was chasing them away, especially because Paimon was so scared. I was really happy to get a chance to like play with him in this part though. I don't know how I knew all the right places to go, but I just kept making random turns, and each turn was a cutscene that Flin's had to, well, not really a cutscene, but a thing where Flin's had to talk to one of the ghosts. And I was like, wow, I really did that. Okay, so it seems like so far the ghosts, what we've gotten is that they were all attacked by the wild hunt, and reinforcements were supposed to come to their aid, but because they sent out the wrong signal with the lighthouse, I think they sent out a distress signal instead of a warning signal, or vice versa. The reinforcements came to the wrong location. According to Flin's, they've always been kind of docile and to their own devices, but ever since we turned on the lighthouse, they've been super active, so he's kind of curious himself as to what's going on, and that's how we're finding out all this information about them. We're getting like bits and pieces from what they're muttering. When this little cutscene started, I looked at it and I was like, oh my gosh, what's Mizuki doing here? Isn't she from like Inazuma or something? Until I saw the bubble and I realized that was me. But I got the joint meeting point, and there's so many things in Nod Krai that I just wasn't aware of. Like, I was wondering where I could put my Luna sigils, and I thought it was gonna be that moon where Columbina stays. I thought it was gonna be there, so I didn't even know this whole lighthouse thing existed. And there's also I was working on the Archon quest, and there's this meet with Columbina thing by that moon area, and I don't fully understand what that is yet, but there's that too. There's just so much depth to Nod Krai. This was confusing me a bit because in the rewards it said that I can get the other reward when I get to exploration level 30, but as you can see there, but at the side it says the regional exploration is at 32, so I'm wondering if it meant like overall exploration, because otherwise it would give it to me, you know. After this, I got I got this chest finding device, and it honestly worked out because I did want to go exploring, as I mentioned in the beginning. That was my initial plan, to go prima farming and exploring. So I just hopped right back on that train, which was kind of difficult because there were a few chests on the interactive map that I couldn't find in person, and some of them in the comments were saying how I need to complete the lighthouse quest, but in my mind I'm just like, I just completed it, you know. I have the thing where I can put the Luna sigils. I just finished it, so I don't understand why some of the chests are blocked off, or maybe there's pictures, so they definitely existed, but I don't know, I couldn't find it. I was worried this one was going to be like that too, but then I saw the other torches, which was wonderful, so that all worked out. I love when chests give me a whole bunch of one resource, like a whole bunch of flowers or a whole bunch of berries. I don't know, it's so amusing to me, and honestly I need the resources. I love getting extra resources. I never know when I might need it, and I'm always running out of something, so that's really good. I did do some chests where I needed to fight a few bosses, like this one. I don't think I unlocked a whole lot of chests, but I did get a few, And I did get a few Lunoculuses. That is not the right word. Lunoculi. I got a few Lunoculi, and because I kind of wanted to unlock the next level for the statue. What would you call it? It's the statue of the Moon Maiden, right? Because it's not like they don't worship the seven. So I want to unlock the next level for the statue of the Moon Maiden, but I didn't have enough. Honestly, I feel like for the Luna sigils, this just reminded me, the amount needed to unlock one level is a lot more in other regions. I feel like it didn't just start off with 30 immediately. It started off with like 20 something, or maybe even in the teens. But I could just be delusional. I am gonna get a whole lot of them during the actual exploration of Nod Krai, because I do want to do a proper full out just roam around or use the interactive map and collect a whole bunch of stuff. So that's that. I will definitely get a few primos from the Shrine of Depths and from just like chests, and each level I'm pretty sure they give like a 50 or 100 or 150. No, that's too generous. But they give a few primos and rewards for each. And then I also have to finish the Archon quest, which has multiple parts. In each act, I would get one wish. So that's great. I do have a bunch of story quests that I have to do, but that's for like the last resorts, because I don't want to do them. Aside from like my endless list of quests I haven't done, there's also the rewards for completing a certain amount of exploration in Nod Krai, which I think I'll get like 300 primos. And then there's finishing the Archon quest, which would give me 560 in rewards. So I wasn't calculating all that just now, but I'm definitely gonna get at least one wish. I mean, not one wish, pardon me, one 10 pull. I'll get at least one 10 pull for that. And I don't usually pull on the weapon banner, so I'm like at like 15 pity, which is really bad for me. And there's only 5 days left of the banner. So I wanted to try and get Farina and her weapon within those, no, it's like 6 days. I wanted to get Farina and her weapon during that span of time. Okay, so I ended up in this little area, which was really cool. I forgot how I got there, but there was this chest inside, and there was only 2 Hilichurls that I needed to kill, which was amazing. I feel like I don't get that lucky when it comes to chests. I mean, what are the chances that you're gonna run into a chest that gives you primos and you only need to defeat 2 Hilichurls, normal Hilichurls? Oh, I missed those rewards back there. Okay, I honestly don't know how to, what are they called? Kuwaki? No, that's the energy thing in this game, in this nation. But those little mini Kalaminas, I don't really understand how to break them. I still have to, there's so much about Nod Krai that I have to get used to and better understand. I keep accidentally calling it Natland before I talk, and I have to correct myself real fast. I got my commissions. I think I'm gonna start collecting my commissions in Nod Krai because it takes me right there, and I honestly love this place. Doing such a thing would be a huge change for me though, because while I will still have my commissions in Mondstadt, I've always collected it in Mondstadt. Mondstadt was my home, and Mondstadt still is home. But after 4 years, I found a nation where where Catherine doesn't feel like she's in some super far away area, and it just doesn't feel familiar. Oh, Yehoda. Right. I was really surprised to see her here. But it feels familiar here in Nod Krai. Even though it's new, it's still right there. And I don't know, I like the convenience. I like how I don't feel like I'm lost, you know. I enjoy Nod Krai, so I think I'm gonna start collecting it in Nod Krai if I'm in the area. I started doing some wishing since I got some free primos, and I wasn't expecting much, but the game had other plans, and this is my first chronicle wish. What is it called? Chronicled wish. And I got Farina. Oh my gosh, I got Farina. Oh my gosh, I got Farina. This is why I want her weapon, because I actually got her and I love her so much, and oh my gosh, I can't stop looking at her. I had to take a picture. A picture was like necessary. And so okay. That was my first chronicled wish. This is my first time getting 2 of the featured characters on the banner. So oh my gosh, look at her and her cake. I really want I loved her before, but she wasn't like the way I love Hu-Tao, you know? She wasn't someone that I was just absolutely obsessed, down bad for. I love her so much. But getting her and seeing her on my screen and in my character collection, I'm just like, no, I have to spoil you. I had to put her on my team immediately. You know how it goes. I gotta try her out. And I feel like I need her name card. I need proper wings for her. I'm fixing up my Serentia pot that's in the Fontaine area. The Fontaine area is already my favorite, but now that I have Farina, it's even better. So I have to get her weapon. I don't know if I will, but I have to try. And I don't even care if I feel like I'm wasting primos. I have to try anyways. I did put her in my Serentia pot so I can level up her friendship levels faster. And I know that it's gonna take forever, honestly, but I want to try. It's gonna make a little bit of a difference. I want to try and build her so that I can fight with her often and speed up the process. But I already know it's gonna take a really long time, which is okay. You know, I gotta work hard for the people I love. Okay, so I did get kind of really excited for like the past few minutes, and I'm really sorry for that. But thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. If you loved me, then go ahead and subscribe. Leave a comment if you want. I love talking to you guys. And bye bye. See you all later.